Hello everyone. Welcome back for our continued series on yoga for after biking and hiking. So I'm really sore because I've done a lot of hiking this week. So we're going to do about a 15-minute routine that'll stretch out all of the muscles we use while we're hiking, okay? All right, come to your mats. And let's just start with a forward fold. So forward folds help us to release stress, unwind. Also, it'll be a great stretch for our hamstrings and our shoulders. So what we're gonna do is have feet about pretty wide, actually probably about 4 feet apart. And your feet are parallel to each other. You can have your toes pointing in just the slightest bit. This is Prasarita Paratadasana C. Clasp your hands behind your back, and just with a deep breath in, open your chest, your throat, and the front of your body. Good. And then on an out breath, you're going to fold over, hands clasped behind the back, and they can actually just drop down. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed and just bring them a little bit back so they're not scrunching up towards your ears. Good. Now feel the chest expansion and opening as your hamstrings are also doing the same. Let's breathe here for a couple breaths. If it's uncomfortable to have your hands clasped behind your back, you can just gently rest them on your lower back instead of taking them kind of to the ground like this. Good. Breathe. On your exhale, feel yourself release a little bit even farther towards the mat. Feel the strength in your feet. This is still an active pose because your feet and your quads are engaged. Good. On your next inhale, hands can just come gently to the waist and then bring yourself up. Good. All right, let's just do a little side stretch, they're my favorite. I do them in every class. So inhale, hands reach to the sky. Exhale, fold over to your left. Good. Bring your shoulder down so it's not scrunching up by your ear, and breathe. On your next in-breath, reach both hands up to the sky again, grow tall, and on your out breath, you can fold to the right. Good. Just feel yourself sink into the mat, really strong through the feet, grounding down. The top of your body is lifting up and over. Good, let's come back to center. Excuse me while I change the music. Doesn't seem to be changing, so that's okay. We'll just keep that off for now. All right, so let's get down on our mat. Let's do a couple cat-cows because they're just so wonderful for the spine. And just breathe in, engaging your core, have a neutral spine to start, and then on your in-breath, cow, drop your belly, lift your gaze, and lift your bum to the sky. On your out-breath, round your back into a cat back or Halloween cat back. Tuck your belly and your pelvis, and back into cow. Good, you can do those a few more times like that on your own breath. You can also come to seated and do the cat-cow. Actually, I'll face this way in a seated position. This one's really nice too. It just takes the pressure off of your wrists. So inhale, shine your heart forward, and exhale, round your back, sink your belly down. Couple more like this. your next exhale, just come to center. So we're going to flip around again on our hands and knees, and we are going to go into downward dog. So on your in-breath, you could do another cow, where you're just opening up your chest, and your out-breath, just push your hips and your butt right back to the sky for our downward dog. My knees are definitely bent here, because if I can't straighten them for one thing, so it's totally fine if they're bent. Just feel your palms and your fingers tenting on the ground and pushing upwards. So just feel this really like nice lightness, and your hips are just floating up to the sky. Great. And now on your next inhale, bring your right foot to the top of the mat. I'm going to grab blocks. We're going into high lunge. Good. So you want your right knee above your right ankle. Your back leg is pressing, straightening and pressing back. Strong legs in this position. Fingertips are reaching to the sky. Heart is open. And your shoulders are just moving down your back, so they're not scrunched up to your ears. Good. And then on the exhale, we're going to go right back down to those blocks. I want you to go into an easy twist. Left hand on the ground, right arm floats up. Bring your left arm farther away from your right foot. Move your right foot over a bit, and then open up and just feel that stretch in your right hip. So you can kind of almost press into your right hip while opening up your right side body, sorry, your right chest and shoulder. Great. Just feel that opening. Back leg is straight. Feet are pressing into the ground. Good. Come on back to center now. Just wiggle your right foot in between your hands, the front of your mat. We're just going to go back on up right into warrior one. So take your back foot, put it into a 90-degree angle, and just lift up. Lift your hands up to the sky. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Breathe here. Hips are facing forward, square to the front. On the next inhale, we're gonna pop right back up, right up into warrior 2, warrior 3. This one's pretty hard for me, and so I cannot straighten my back leg, but what I'm trying to do is get my hips parallel to the ground. On the in-breath, bring your left knee up to your chest, squeeze it in for a sec. Good, and now take that left ankle and put it over your right knee. So you're kind of doing this standing pigeon, hands to chest, or palms and Anjali Mudra at your chest, at your heart. So you can bend the right leg and sink down back into kind of this chair position. Your left foot is flexing, and you're getting a really nice stretch in that left glute. As well as the right leg, working pretty hard for you there. Breathe. On your next in-breath, just unwind and come to Tadasana, standing pose, the front of your mat. Okay, let's do that on the other side. How we're going to get there, though, is we are going to take the right foot and step back to the back of your mat, and then you're just going to go into your low lunge on the other side. All right, just breathe here for a second. Make sure your left knee is sitting on top of your left ankle, while your right foot presses. Your right and your left foot are pressing into the ground, and your right leg is straight. Lift up, drop your shoulders, and breathe. All right, let's go down into that beautiful one. I love the easy twist. It's one of my favorites. So right hand to the ground next to your foot. And then again, shimmy your left foot out to the edge of the mat. So this is kind of like a really open stance, a wide stance here. And then bring your left hand up and just feel that. Push your left hip out a bit at the same time, and you can feel that stretch in the left glute, as well as that opening in the left shoulder, chest. Good. Okay, from here we are going back up into warrior one. So shimmy your right foot over again, right in between your hands at the top of your mat. Right foot to a 90-degree angle, and on your in-breath, sweep your arms up to the sky. Good. Have your hips facing forward. You know where we're going from here. We're gonna pop into that warrior three. And on your in-breath, just get some strength in your right leg and pop it up there. Hands to heart. Oh, okay. And find your drishti. That's a place of focus in front of you, just 2 or 3 feet in front of you. And use your breath to just keep you strong and sturdy and stable there. If you want, you can float your arms back into airplane arms. Hips parallel to the floor. Good. Can't remember what we did from here. Let's go back into our high lunge again. Oh, I wish I had you all right here in front of me because you'd probably remember what we did. Back into high lunge. What did we do? And then from here, let's pop up and get into Tadasana again at the front of your mat. All right, take a couple deep breaths in here in Tadasana. Just kind of coming back into a neutral pose, neutral for the spine, for the hips, shoulders back. Breathe here. Good. I want to do some stretching for the quads now. I know that they get really sore during biking for me. And so let's do some quad work. Quads are something that are kind of hard for some people because some of the yoga poses are risky for the knees when you're really doing that quad opening. So let's do a nice gentle dancer, like almost going into dancer's pose, but not. So just extend the left arm up to the sky and then grab onto your right heel with your right hand. Okay, you know this one, right? You do it at the gym. It's that classic quad stretch. So bring your heel into your bum. Keep your knees kind of touching at the front. And then just make your pelvis go forward or tuck your pelvis and feel that stretch in the right quad. If you want, you could just bring your hand to your hip as well. This is also a balancing pose. Good. So hopefully you can, oh, I know what I missed. So hopefully you can feel that in the right quad. I know what I missed. We'll do that in a second. We got to balance on the other side. All right, good. So let's just quickly do this quad stretch on the left side first before we go into what I missed. So just sweep your right hand up to the sky and grab your left heel, or your left foot, I should say, with your left hand. And then tucking your pelvis is just going to give you that much more of a stretch in your quad. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Your face can have a little smile like mine. I'm still laughing about forgetting the prayer pigeon on the right side. I'm excited to get there though because I really love that prayer pigeon thing. Breathe here. Relax your shoulders. Tuck your pelvis. Bring your foot back to your bum. If you can't feel it, yeah, bring your foot closer to your bum. Knees are together and pelvis is tucked. Okay, you can let that go. So, I don't know if you all remember what I missed, but we're just gonna go back into a chair pose real quick. And then I want you to bring your hands to your heart. Lift your right leg and just cross it over your left. So almost like you're in pigeon with your right side. Bend deeply in your left knee. And breathe here. Hopefully you can feel that amazing stretch on the right glute. My glute was missing this on the right side for sure. And breathe. You can feel your left quad and bum working. So you want to be relaxed, but you also want to be strong in this pose. So relax all the muscles you're not using, like your eyes, mouth, neck. All right, let's come on out of that. Good. Let's go down. Now that we've done that small quad opener, let's try a little bit more of an advanced one and just see what we can get accomplished here. And then we'll close up, okay, with a nice Shavasana, because I know you guys all deserve it after all the hiking, biking, roller skating, motorbike riding, whatever else you're doing. So, I don't know why I just put the blocks back there, but I'm going to try something. So, legs out in front of you, kind of just in a staff pose to start. And then you're going to take your right leg and kind of just bend it. Try to put your heel under your butt. So if that doesn't work, just put your foot right next to your bum. So you might already feel this stretch in the quad. If it's hurting your knees, just come on out and skip this one, okay? Just do something else that you want to do, happy baby or whatever. Or you can go back up and do that other quad stretch we were just doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now lean back a little bit. Try to keep my hips square. And now I just feel this really intense stretch on my right quad. It's quite intense, so I'm just gonna breathe here. Some people will, oh, that's why I put the blocks there, because some people might want to come back and actually just lay down on the mat. I always need my head to be supported, so that is why I put the block there. There we go. Good. So then, once you're all the way down, you should feel pretty intense stretch. Just be careful. Just listen to what your knee is telling you. My knee is like on the verge of telling me to quit it, but there's no pain, so I'm going to do another couple breaths, okay? For more of a stretch, again, tuck your pelvis. Can you feel how that micro movement of your pelvis, just tucking, increases that stretch in the quad? Okay, let's come out. Just come out very carefully. So if you're lying down like me, first just come up on your elbows and then come on up to sitting. Oh, that kind of twinged my knee, so I just like right away took my butt off of my heel and then straighten your right leg. Let's do a little one of these shimmies. You know that shake shimmy thing where you kind of shake it up. Pay attention to how your right knee feels. If there was any pain, stand up and do the quad stretch the first way I showed you. My knee has no pain, so I'm going to try the other side. Of course, sides can be very different, right? So bring your left foot. I can't do it directly under my bottom, so it's like right next to my bum. And then if your knee says okay, slowly come down onto your elbows. The side's tighter, so I don't know if I'll be able to come down to the mat. I'm just gonna go down to the mat and just really be cognizant of my knee and how it feels. Okay, it's saying yes right now, so let's go with that. A couple deep breaths here. Again, tucking the pelvis, and feeling that extra stretch throughout the quad. And also the front of your foot's getting a really good stretch here too. I don't know about you guys, but the front of my right foot is often cramping during the night. And I know it's from too much activity during the day, not enough stretching. Okay, my knee is saying to get up. I'm coming, knee. So right back up to your, oh, I gotta let it out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it wanted to come out of that pose. So another wiggle, jiggle with your legs. Good. Let's come back into a happy baby and then a shavasana, please. Great job. I hope your body feels a little better, and your muscles are stretched and relaxed. So yeah, just go into a happy baby if you want. Grab your heels, and you can rock side to side. Okay, my shorts are not conducive to that pose. If your shorts are coming up, you can do a windshield wiper. Oh, yeah. That feels nice. Good, and when you've had enough of that, happy baby or windshield wiper, just come on down and settle in. We're coming to the end of our very short yoga journey today. When you come to the end of a journey, you just want to take a moment to reflect, or just let the journey sink in, and that's what Shavasana is, right? You're coming to the end of something, and so you want to close it off instead of just getting up and going about your day. Just let your muscle memory, let your muscles absorb, muscles, bones, ligaments, absorb the work you just did, and just fully relax your body into the mat. You can just let go now. All the work is over. Now is a time to feel your muscles just sinking, your muscles and your bones just sinking into the mat with relaxation. If you are working on quieting your mind, doing a little bit of meditation, then just let yourself sink into that place with letting go of your thoughts. And if they come, just allowing in, not judging them, and letting them go again. Just feel your body sinking deeper into the mat as you release everything you've just done. Just thank yourself for taking care of your body even though you're busy and have a million things to do, for taking the time to make yourself strong, contribute to your health over long term, all the benefits that this practice can have. And when you're ready, just take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Slowly come to seated, however you want to. And now you're ready to tackle the rest of your day. And your muscles are nice and limber for whatever you're doing next. So thank you so much for joining me. and come again. I think this is week 3 or 4, and so there will be another one coming out soon. Have a great day.